Hello everyone again and welcome back to one of the cybersecurity videos. Today's video is about how to hack a Wi-Fi connection and how to secure it. So basically, every one of us or most of us will have a Wi-Fi in their houses. So there will be a modem, and then you have a few devices in your house. The modem has internet connection on it, and there is a Wi-Fi in it. So whoever sets up the wireless connection in your house will give you a password. You open your phone, your laptop, your computer, your TV, even if the security cameras, and then connect to the Wi-Fi, enter the password, and then you are connected. If this setup or this network in your house is not secure enough, it will be vulnerable for any hacker to attack. So let me give you first a brief about everything about the Wi-Fi connections. So Wi-Fi security is protecting wireless networks from unauthorized access. If a hacker can get access to your networks, they can see all your devices, see your data, see your passwords going to the internet, opening your inboxes, see your financial details. If you open a bank website or something and enter username and password, they can intercept all these data and connect to it, or sorry, steal it. So Wi-Fi security involves protecting your network from unauthorized access. There are some protocols or encryption protocols called WPA2, WPA3. These are the most common ones right now. Currently, we are in March 2025. So this the current one right now. Use these because they are the most secure and encrypted protocols. These protocols are responsible to encrypt the data going from your device to your modem or router and then to the internet. If you understand how the hacker can attack and penetrate your wireless network, you will understand how it's important to secure your Wi-Fi at your house or any other place, like your organization, your office. Don't connect to public Wi-Fi's. Don't connect to a Wi-Fi in a cafe or an airport. These are vulnerable. If you know how a hacker can attack a network, you will never connect to unsecure network at all. By the way, any free network, Wi-Fi in airports, in cafes, in shopping centers, even in the streets, if there is open Wi-Fi everywhere and you can connect to it, these are not secure. So be careful. This is how hackers can penetrate and steal your data. Just have to say today this video is intended for educational purpose only. I'm not here to teach you how to penetrate or how to be a hacker to hack Wi-Fi networks. The techniques demonstrated here are meant to raise awareness about Wi-Fi connection, how to protect against potential attacks. Unauthorized access to network is illegal and unethical. So what did I do? I set up a Wi-Fi network here on my computer, a dummy Wi-Fi with a weak password. And then I will use a dummy phone to connect to it, and I will use my Kali Linux machine to penetrate this Wi-Fi network. I will show you how to get the password out of it. Okay, so what happened when you connect to the network itself, to the Wi-Fi network? You understand how it works, you understand how hackers can attack you. So first of all, you scan for the network, search for the network. You open your phone, your tablet, your Wi-Fi, your laptop. You look for the network, your Wi-Fi network. You look for your name or the Wi-Fi name, and then you connect to it. You enter the password and press connect. What happens when you press connect and you enter password? Your phone. I'm going to talk about the phone right now. Your phone, but it's all devices does this. You can send a request to the router, say, I'm here, this is the network, this is the password of the network, I want to connect. Then there is a verification. The router checks if the password is correct. Yes, if it's correct, let me allow you to connect. Send back a packet to the phone, say, yes, you are authorized to connect to the internet. And this is called a handshake. I send a packet to the router, say I want to connect. The router sends packet back to me, say yes, you are authorized to connect. Then it allow you to connect to the router and then get you access to the internet through the router itself. This is how it works. Okay, now let me minimize this one and jump to the Kali machine. Okay, let me enter the password. Alright, now first I will make a directory called Wi-Fi, and then let's enter this directory and ls. There is nothing in it, okay, because we're gonna capture some data and the files will appear here, so I just need to show you this one. If I press iwconfig, I'll show you that I have a wireless adapter right now connected to the laptop. I'm going to use it to crack a password and penetrate a Wi-Fi connection. Alright, now so let me get the notes and the steps. I've put it here. Okay, so now we are going to start the process. Did not copy the command. Okay, let me close this one and reopen it again, because copy paste is not working on it. Let's see. Yep, okay, so I'm going to start the process. Yep. Okay, now it's ready. First of all, we scan for the network, so I'm going, get first this one, and we are going to scan. Now I'm scanning the network on my machine. Right now I'm scanning for all Wi-Fi around me. So as you can see, there are lots of Wi-Fi on right now, and the one I'm interested in is called it's not here. Let me check. I turned it on. Yeah, it's off, so let me turn it on. Yep, so the Wi-Fi now it's connected. Let me clear the screen and oops, clear, and we do it again. We scan again. Yep, so I'm gonna stop. So this is the one I'm interested in because it's called demo Wi-Fi. This is the one I set up. The rest is the Wi-Fi around me everywhere. As you can see here, I can see the channel, so it's set up or configured on channel 1, and it has WPA2 encryption. I'm gonna crack this one because I'm using a weak password. That's why I'm doing this video, to show you you must not use a weak password in your Wi-Fi. Okay, so I scanned for the network and I found the one I want to penetrate. Next, I'm going to open new terminal, and I was just copying the command. Now it will scan this network specifically and look for all devices underneath. Right now, nothing here showing as devices. Whenever there is a device connects, it will show here. So if you have more than one devices, all of them will show here in this table. Let me tell you, this method works even if your Wi-Fi is hidden. So some people hide their Wi-Fi in their houses or in their offices or anywhere when they set up a Wi-Fi network, the technical people over there, the IT who sets up the Wi-Fi network, tell you, let's make it hidden because it will be invisible to everyone. Let me tell you, even if it's hidden, I can scan it here, I can find it, I can find all the devices underneath. So now I have a dummy phone here, and I will, let me just open it. Come on. Okay. So I will connect the Wi-Fi the phone right now to the Wi-Fi, and as you can see, it's showing here. So it's telling me there is a device connected. What a hacker do is send a command to your router to disconnect this device from your router. Once it's disconnected, the device will try to reconnect again because the Wi-Fi is over there, it's not down. Once it reconnects again, it will do another handshake. So it will send to the router, say, I'm here, I want to connect, this is the password. The router checks the password, yes, it's correct, sends back the packet to the phone and say, yes, the password is correct, you are authorized to connect. This is the handshake. If I capture the handshake in the middle, and this is all hackers do, they send a signal to disconnect this device. It will reconnect again to do the handshake. Once it's doing the handshake, once it's done, this method will capture the handshake itself, and if it captures the handshake, it will contain the password. It's encrypted, of course, but there are methods to decrypt it. So as you can see now, I want you to see there is one device connected right now to this demo connection. I will open another terminal, and then I will send a signal. Even if I'm not connected to your network yet, I can send a signal to disconnect your device from the router itself. So I'm going to send this command, enter the admin password, and send the packets. All right, done, and the phone should be disconnected. Now let me connect it back again. So now the phone connects to the Wi-Fi. As you can see here, it said WPA handshake. So my hacking process here, the process I'm doing, already captured the handshake. So let me go clear the screen, and if we see, this is, let me get into the Wi-Fi directories that we've created. Clear, wrote it wrong, clear, and then, oh, nothing inside. Yeah, I've captured it outside. Yep, that's the file. So it put it on the root outside. So this is the file that contains the handshake. This file contains now the password of your Wi-Fi. Now I'm gonna use another trick, another command to crack the password. So I got everything I want. I disconnected your device from your Wi-Fi, then the device reconnects again, gets a handshake, I capture the handshake, and now it's time to decrypt it. So let me get some notes back. Nope, not this command. Nope. Okay. Enter the admin password again. No, it's not this one, sorry. The file should say capture01.cap. So if we go back to this one, it's not this one, it's that one. Sorry, I got this confused. I record lots of videos and I have lots of files for every method I use. So let's go back again. Not this one. And to the terminal. Okay. And let's close this one, we don't need it, and we'll open a new one. Just taking time to quit. So the file is -01.cap. Enter the admin password. As you can see, it tried lots of password from the password text file that contains all weak and leaked password on the internet, and now I found the key. So my password is 876544321. This is the key to my Wi-Fi, and I can crack it right now, and I can get into your network. Now I can use my phone, the hacker's phone, or the hacker's device, and connect to this network, to your network, and gain access to your devices. This is how hackers can get into your network. So because this is a weak password, it didn't take much time. How can you secure? Let me close everything and minimize that. So now, how can you secure your network? What do you need to do? Let me just look at the notes. Finished everything. Yep. Okay. Just going through the steps. If we need to show something else. Okay. Okay. Now, what do you need to do? You need to use a very strong password. Never use characters like small characters only, or numbers only, or capitals only. You need to use a strong password. First, don't use 8-digit character or 8 characters password. 8 characters password. Use more than that. I used an 8 character. As you can see, I can, with a machine that is like 9 years old, I'm using for a demo on this video, I could crack the password in few seconds. So if you're using a weak password, means 8 characters. What is a strong password? Strong password Wi-Fi. Use lowercase, uppercase, number, and a symbol, and at least 12 to 15 characters long. I know it's hard, but this is how you can secure your network. So you need to avoid using common names, common numbers. Just use a bunch of characters, lowercase, uppercase, numbers. Don't use names, don't use famous places, don't use dogs, cat names, animals names, pets. Don't use all of that, because these are common to be used. Don't use any common words or any common numbers. 1 2 3 it's 7 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I did the reverse, like I 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. So don't use these, are common ones. Use just a bunch of numbers, characters, anything that it will be hard. The more characters you create in your password, the harder for a device to crack it. 12 to 15 characters, it will take around 2 years to crack. Maybe less with some graphic cards if you can use, but at least it will take time. It will take time. Put 16 characters, it will be very hard. 17 characters, it will be very, very hard with current technology right now. Always use encryption. use WPA2 or WPA3. These are very common security protocols, and they are secured. Combine a strong password with a strong encryption, it will be very hard and almost impossible to crack. Uh, Change your Wi-Fi network to something uncommon. Don't say your name's house, like Joe's house or my house, or don't use something like this. Don't use a name for your Wi-Fi that shows where are you located. Just use uh, any uncommon word. And if you open the router from its box, it will have a default name. You need to change this default name. Don't keep it as a default because it's known to everyone, because it's the default from the company. Uh, yep, there is something called WPS. This WPS, it's like a button on your router. You push it and then it sends packets to every device that tries to connect and then enters the password automatically. You don't need to enter the password on your phone or on your tablet. It will connect automatically. This is very bad. If somebody say you have a WPS button which will take the hassle of entering the password on your devices, and you can just push this button and that device will connect automatically, disables this feature. This is a very bad. Can be vulnerable at all, because if you push it and the hacker is on your network trying to connect it, the device will connect automatically. It will not take any password. It will not ask for any password. So you need to disable WPS. Hide your network. If your network is hidden, it will be hard for hacker to target you, because if they do a scanning around the network and they look for open networks or shown networks, if it's not shown, if it's hidden, you will be out of their target list. Most probably you're just trying to make yourself invisible as much as possible. If your router needs update, you need to update the firmware on your router all the time. If there is an update out, this means they discovered a bug in the current firmware and they fixed it in the next one. So you always update your router. You can do more. You can limit access to your trusted device. So you know that you have number of phones, number of computers, like let's say 10 devices in your house. So you limit the access to then 10 devices. If something happened, the hacker can get into it and he has a password, but it's only 10 devices to connect to your Wi-Fi, then he cannot connect, even if he has a password, because he will be number 11. And then the router will check, yes, this is not an authorized one. Some modems or routers have capability in it to say what is your MAC address of your device. The MAC address is very known. If you ask your IT who sets up your network for you, say I want to limit the access to these devices only, they can do it. They can set in the router setup configuration, say this is the MAC address of the phones, these are the MAC addresses of my computers, these are the MAC address of the laptops, the TVs, everything in your house has a MAC address. If you put all these MAC addresses in the router and say these are the trusted devices, don't connect to anyone else, so the modem will refuse any other devices trying to connect. Even if a hacker get into your network and grab the password and they can decrypt the password, they will not be able to connect, because you said to the router, say these are the allowed devices only. When a hacker device connects to your router and the router checks if it's in the MAC addresses that it's allowed, it will connect. If it's not in this list, it will not connect, even if they have the password. I know this is really hard to all of us, but you have to monitor the connected devices every now and then and see who's connected to your Wi-Fi. The modem or the router itself has a table of all connected devices. If you see a strange device on your networks, it might be someone penetrating your network. Just you can disconnect it from the router itself. So, Some routers also have capability to create a guest network. Some people visit you in your house and you want to give them access to your network, so you create something called a guest network. It will be another Wi-Fi on your router. When you search for it, you will see the guest network. This guest network is designed to connect to the internet directly without connecting to your network itself. So even if the hacker can get into the guest network, so a good scenario, you hide your current network and then you create a guest one. So if a hacker sees there is an open network or a shown network, don't call it guest, of course, call it another name, but you know this is the guest network. The guest network connects to the internet directly. So if the hacker gets into your guest network, grabs the password and tries to connect and successfully connected, they will not be able to see your network. It will be a different network and then it just connects to the internet. They will not see any of your devices. Then they will lose interest in you. If they connect to a network and they couldn't find any device connect to it or any important data going back and forth, they will just lose interest and then leave. You're trying to protect yourself as much as possible. By this video, I tried to raise awareness of Wi-Fi security. I showed that you can crack a password and there are lots of methods. I'm just use the simplest one, but there are some more sophisticated ways to crack a password, and it it can decrypt the password in very short time. It's not gonna take months or years. With the current technology, it can take few days to do that. So the more you secure your password, it will be harder for someone to get into it. I hope you enjoyed this video and wait for more later on. Thank you.